SA-17's review, volume 12 and 13. This will be a double shot review. I'm going to try to make one review short and the other a little bit long. So without further ado, let's get it cracking. This will be Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare and Call of Duty War at War. On COD 4 Modern Warfare, this game was released on November 5th, 2 years ago. It was developed by Infantry Ward, published by Activision, the genre, first-person shooter. Now, Infantry Ward wanted to move away the World War II setting and move into the modern era. And I think that was an excellent move. Every gamer who played Call of Duty games, they were happy and they played Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. They were excited. They felt like it was the best game of all time. As for me, I rented the game, got it for Christmas. It was an excellent game. I really liked the game a lot. Here's my pros and cons. Now, the story is basically about good guy versus bad guy to take over the world, yada, yada, yada. All that other nonsense. So, there. You take control a player named Soap. You get to switch back and forth with United States Marine Corps to SAS, and you get to ride in the AC-130, just having a blast. And it was a great idea for Infantry Ward to put that in the game. As for the stealth mission, I love that. I love the stealth mission a lot. I mean, you don't get penalized like my other games like Splinter Cell or Metal Gear Solid games. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like stealth games, but when it comes to first-person shooter and the stealth element, that's different. I don't want to be punished. But it is like, well, it's not a trial and error, so that's a good thing. It's not a trial and error. And the weapons are very powerful. The enemy AI are balanced for the most part, which I'll get to them in the negative light. The single player mode is sweet, and I've played the multiplayer. I'm still at level 33. Haven't played in a while. It's fun, but I have just a couple issues with it. And the graphics is tremendous. The environments of the war zone looks like real life. The only cons of the game is the single player mode is just very, very short. And the enemy AI, it's like they went from being, finding ways to kill you, like shooting you down, knifing you, and sending their dogs out, to basically being a one-dimensional, killer. They just like throw grenades, and it's grenade spamming all day, every day. You get killed by them way too much, especially in hardened and veteran difficulty. And is it just me, or I'm sick and tired of seeing online players on COD 4 Modern Warfare in small maps? The players are using sniper rifles, like map called Shipment. I'm seeing players using sniper rifles as shotguns, and I'm thinking, it's not a shotgun, it's a sniper for a reason. Okay? Don't use it. Sheesh. I mean, other than that, I don't have a problem with it. I really like Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare a lot, and they have the arcade mode. It's really cool. So, I'll give it as a great verdict. And I'll do Call of Duty War review right now. Is an FPS game developed by Treyarch, published by Activision, was released on the same day, 11/10, XIII, which is last year. They use Infantry Ward's Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare engine in terms of the gameplay, graphics, and the whole 10 yards. Remind you, this is the most violent game in the entire Call of Duty series for blood and gore factor, mature language as well. You have two stories, such as playing as American soldier or Russian soldier and all the other things. I rented it twice, bought it, and I had two things in mind. Can Treyarch screw that game up the way they did with Call of Duty 3? Or will this game would be, decent? Most gamers didn't like it for been there, done that gameplay, and the multiplayer is broken. Some of them like this game a lot. Is Call of Duty World War another World War II game? World War II first-person shooter that gamers will play for at least a couple months and let it collect dust until Modern Warfare 2 comes out, which is today? Or will it be a great game? Well, here's my pros and cons of Call of Duty World War with the PS3, 360, the PC. The story's good, but it's not as great as Call of Duty 2. I like the voice acting. There's Kiefer Sutherland and Gary Oldman, who plays a detective in Batman Begins and The Dark Knight. The weapons, I like the weapons, sort of. 15 missions on the campaign mode. Took me 2 days to beat it. I beat it in a normal mode. You play a character named Petty Officer Lockheed as a playable for one mission called Black Cats. You'll love the mission called Black Cats. The gameplay is good. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. There are 65 levels on the online multiplayer mode. The prestige is when a player reaches the 65th level, you trade it for a prestige badge and start from scratch. Remember, you have a choice, and there's 10 weapon slots as well. There are on online multiplayer, there are more than a few modes, such as free-for-all, team deathmatch, headquarters, domination, sabotage, capture the flag, war, my favorite of them all, love it. It's a new combination of capture the flag, headquarters, all roll into one, search and destroy, hardcore, free-for-all, team deathmatch, and all the other things, and all other modes as well. In online multiplayer, it's a blast to play. I'm still on the 43rd level. Here are the cons. It has that been there, done that feel. That's the way I feel about it. The enemy AI are either predictable or dumb as a box of rocks. The ally AI are just as horrible and dumb as well, for the simple fact they just love to get themselves killed. They could be standing in the middle of the field, getting shot. Bullets are flying, they get shot. You're like, oh God, what are y'all doing? The online multiplayer vehicles, well, the tanks, of course, on large maps will drive gamers batty. Every gamer dislike tanks in war. You didn't have a problem with Halo 3 and other games that has tanks, and all of a sudden you have a complaint with war. I have mixed feelings about it as well. Now, MP40 is beyond broken, overpowered, and most gamers will choose that weapon over the rest of them. They're just so one-dimensional, so in love with MP40. I don't get it. I just don't get the sensation of the weapon. I really don't. I noticed they were like, I understand camping in the whole nine. I don't mind snipers camping, but you gotta move from one place to another. But there's just too damn much camping in that game. They stand in one place, but it's your fault if you get killed, and you get killed over and over and over because you can't find the person who killed you. There are some glitches in the online multiplayer mode as well. I did encounter them more than a couple times. And Nazi zombies It's garbage. It's garbage. I'd rather play Dead Space, Resident Evil 5 to take down zombies and infected monsters and stuff like that than playing Nazi zombies. I don't know why Treyarch even thought about this in the first place, but oh well, it's them. The game is the game is average. Good online multiplayer mode. The single player mode is just wildly predictable. Anytime you have issues that I just brought up, it'll ruin the gameplay experience for some or to most gamers. And with that, it's just an average game. That's my verdict. Average. Rented before buying. Borrow it from a family member or friend. And with that, XIII, I am out.